Hey guys, sorry about that. So with the chasm card reveals a deep place in us that we are unfamiliar with. Toss a stone in and you may never hear it hit the bottom. It's a void that things fall into and are lost, seemingly forever. There is no way to know what lies beyond what we can see, yet we are compelled to peer over the edge to understand the depths within us all and remember what was lost. Keep your curiosity alive, but mind the gap. So I feel like with this, it's about there is a need to like with the shadow, and we have to remember how we affect our environment. So you see, like these shadows could be me speaking, right? These are you saying something, you expressing something, you offering or extending yourself out to do something. And all of these little shadows are who these experiences, expressions go out to. Well, with the chasm card, this is stating a need to reflect, a need to look in, and understand like you have no way to know how your expression is affecting another. Like, I have no way to know how you guys are receiving my messages. I hope that you are receiving them well. I hope that you find them helpful in some way, shape, or form. I hope that they're the aha moment, the confirmation, whatever it is that you are needing in this time that you are watching me. I hope that my message greets you well. Okay, that is my intention. Now, when you receive this message, I have no way to know each and every one of you, where you are in your life, what you're actually looking for, why are you drawn to my videos. I don't know that aspect of you. I just know I received a channel, I received a dream, and now I'm sharing it for somebody here. I don't know how it's going to affect you. I just hope that I do relay the message the way that it's supposed to be relayed. Now, with the chasm, it's making me think about COVID time when everybody was divided, where we had to make decisions to either vaccinate or not vaccinate. And you could see this true divide in our world. I know here in Canada, it was crazy, the divide, the people who were jumping on board to receive an injection just to be able to go eat in a restaurant. It was kind of ridiculous. And then the experience of looking down your nose at others who didn't, or who were too scared to, or just wanted to wait to make the decision. And I feel like a lot of people who chose not to take it are not in regret for their decision. But I feel like a lot of people who did take it are in regret. I know for myself, I witnessed people who were ultimately healthy receive this injection and then all of a sudden had a stroke. And when I questioned, when I asked them, like, do you think maybe it's the vaccine that you received? Do you think maybe you should bring it up with your doctor because it's new? I was met with offense. Like, it was really taken offense. But, I was raised by these same people that I was questioning. I was asking to question their choices, to question. It wasn't a personal attack on them. It was a reflection that I was able to make, to witness, knowing that that person was healthy, knowing that that person was doing everything they can to maintain a healthy lifestyle moving forward, and to all of a sudden receiving this change, choosing this change in their life, and now they're not. Now all of a sudden they were very sick, and they were experiencing a lot of things that were just unbelievable to have to experience. It just was a real mind fuck, like it was just crazy. And then to be met when you're concerned, you're genuinely concerned, to be met with, how dare you question this? It's like that divide, right? It's like that's MK Ultra. That was herd mentality. That was manipulation tactics. That was gaslighting tactics. That was a lot of occurrences that was going on for a long period of time, and everybody was inhaling it and injecting it. this experience of mind control, to the point where you could actually discredit your family for loving you, for caring about you, for questioning something that should be rightfully questioned. It makes sense to me. You go to a restaurant, you eat something, and all of a sudden you have violent diarrhea. Are you not to question the cook? Are you not to question what you just ate? Are you not to question your actions, your steps right before all that occurred? Like, it just blows my mind that people would get so offended about people's genuine concern over an occurrence that was happening in the world. And I feel like in this regard, this is what the chasm card it's stating. It's saying, take a look and reflect upon choices made, reflect upon circumstances. Like, I mean, Spirit's showing me COVID, it's very adamant that this is something to do with this. So maybe you are on one spectrum and you need to take a moment to take a breath and look at how you interacted in that circumstance and how you may have affected others in your interactions. And then how do you think you affected people in your interactions? Was it positive or negative? And like, can you look back being proud of your choices and your decisions that you made? Or when you look back, do you regret your decisions and your actions that you made? This is very relevant in the energy, apparently. So that's the understanding that I'm getting. I know for myself, I lost a lot of family during that time because of decisions that I chose to make, and I got shunned. I was the black sheep, kicked out, and stomped on by the entire family. And not one person has actually had a conversation with me about the circumstances. It's just listening to one-sided stories and making up understandings from that, formulating an understanding from that. So that's not a full what's the word I'm looking for? Reflection. Just listen to one side of a story and not hear. You need to hear all sides of a story to understand fully what's the dynamic going on. It's called critical thinking, and it's extremely adamant that we start to utilize this type of thinking moving forward, because a lot of people were not able to understand that in the past. And I feel like there's a lot of people sitting in this energy right now with this chasm card, that are maybe in deep regret. And I'm not saying this is this is just the example that Spirit's giving me, but this could pertain to anything, really. But the biggest example is this, because this really just happened in our history of all of humanity, and it's relevant with this card. It's, you're not going to understand how another person perceives something. I'm not able to understand why certain people chose to do the things they did in that time. And I'm never going to forget how I was treated in those moments. I was treated like shit underneath people's feet. And I was not wishing ill will on anyone. And I was definitely taking proper precautions, as per protocols, with calling in kids sick if they have a little cough, washing hands. You know, you have to go with the flow of whatever was occurring. It's just, I guess you never really know someone's struggle in a circumstance. You can only assume and project what you think is going on. And whatever you're witnessing is a mirroring of something that you're internally experiencing. So yeah, and that's like some of the other cards were saying. It's like reflected back at you. What is it that you're actually witnessing, you're experiencing? Because usually when we're looking at people and we're getting some sort of reflection from them, it's usually a reflection of us. I remember once saying to somebody, Well, this is not just once, this happens quite frequently, but um, it's like when you say, I choose to not, like, I don't like giving my kids juice. It's not something I really purchase. Um, I'd rather them eat a piece of fruit versus drinking juice. You get the fiber, you get the actual fruit. There's no added sugars. It's a natural substance, right? Versus juice, which tells you it's all natural, but it's really squeezed juice and it's not all natural. It's got something in it that's going to help keep it. It doesn't matter. Preference. And so when you express this to another parent who maybe does give their kids juice, it's this immediate offensiveness that, how dare you say that to me? I'm taking it so personally that you said that to me because you don't give your kids juice, so that what means I'm a bad mom or dad? Like, no, I just have a preference with my kids. It has nothing to do with you being a good or a bad parent. It's my preference. There's something relevant to that as well. Like saying something and then someone getting offended because you don't do it the same way that they do it. It's like ADHD. Like some people look at ADHD as a superpower and some people look at it as a disservice. Some people give their kids medication for it. They're told by their doctors that they should have this, that it'll help them focus and concentrate. And then they put their kids on this medicine. And I mean, I grew up with family members that had ADHD and they were on this medicine and they didn't enjoy the medicine and they had ups and downs with the medicine. They had to go from medicine to medicine, or they just didn't take it at all. And it wasn't very helpful or eventful. And I find a lot of people these days that are potentially on this type of medications for whatever struggle they have. It's like hit or miss. It's like it's not necessarily the right dose, or they need more, they need less. And then somebody who doesn't chooses not to medicate their kid because they feel like they're doing fine, they're getting good grades. It's nothing really to do with that. It's more to do with supporting them and how their brain is thinking. I feel it's just fascinating to me, people getting offended that you don't want to medicate your kid because they medicate their kid when they have the same diagnosis. But it's not the same experience. It's not the same understanding of it. It's like tomatoes and bananas. They're two different things, right? There's something relevant about that. I don't know. I feel like I just went on a tangent. I don't know if any of that made any sense, why that was relevant to talk about COVID, but here we are. So I'm going to pull some tarot cards here. I haven't used these tarot cards in a little while, and I believe these are usually in the upright. I'm seeing the Death card in here, peeking through. Let's see here. What do I need to know, please, about this energy today? I'm just going to pull these cards away. They were deep. These cards are deep. I enjoy them, but I wasn't ready for that. Maybe I was. It is what it is. This card did not want to get picked up. So we have a Six of Cups coming out here. Sorry. Six of Cups. Three of Swords. Nine of Wands. Sorry, I'm just looking up the description here for this particular card. What I'm getting from this, it's like the Six of Cups here is about innocence. It's like just, it's an indifference, like the energy, there's a bit of an indifference in the energy. It's like almost like a rebirth as well. And then there's the Three of Swords that's influencing that. So the Three of Swords and the Six of Cups. And the Three of Swords is heartache, it's rejection, it's sorrow. And it's like, it could be wounded pride, it could be the pit of my stomach. It's like really tight. And it's leading to a Nine of Wands here. Let me just check this one here. Yeah, so it's like you've grown from this Three of Hearts. You've had somebody really hurt you in the past. They've caused a lot of disservice to you. They've deliberately gone out to create some sort of discord in your environment, internal environment. But this helped you to grow. It helped you to become understanding. Like I just shared the story of COVID. And during COVID, I lost a lot of family, and because of choices that we chose, and we were treated like the black sheep. We weren't treated very well, and I had to look at all of this heartache, and I had to really see what was what. I had to reminisce. I had to go through it all, and then the Nine of Wands. It's like just, what am I going to do? I'm going to sit here and stew in it. I'm going to sit here and feel sad for the rest of my life about what occurred. No, I'm not going to regret anything. I don't have any regrets in my actions towards anybody in that time. My actions were pure and justified. My actions were honest and authentic. My actions were out of love. And if somebody couldn't perceive my actions out of love, that's not my problem. Even if it's a family member, even if it's somebody that is perceived to love you. This is like the fiery message, because the Page of Wands is coming in the past. It's like being experienced as like a dart of energy in regards to how you perceive things, and someone is kind of looking at you and wondering like, well, they're not what I thought they were, you know? It's like the two perspectives of this understanding and this energy is what I think Spirit wants me to relay the most about this energy here. It's like our pain and our suffering. Like in the moment that, even though I was very genuine in my understanding, I was being authentic, I was genuinely concerned, and I expressed it. I was met with, how dare you? How dare you care about me? But I was looked at like an enemy, number one. I was looked at like I don't care. And I feel like at the same token, and they're looking at me in that way and reflecting upon me in that way, they're probably thinking like, what happened? Why is she not following us? Why is she not doing this? So whatever their decisions that were made were based out of a circumstance. They were based out of an understanding that they developed to be able to move through. I knew that way wasn't working for me anymore. My decisions needed to be more thoughtful for my own viewpoint, and my own viewpoint changed considerably since then. So this could be very relevant. A viewpoint of yours has changed considerably. Someone is reflecting upon how they treated you And they're not understanding how you did what you did, yet you're sitting there seeing it from the flip side of it, completely understanding it, and maybe even also able to look at all sides of it in the whole of it and be able to move forward with those memories, with those understandings, with your head held high, because you've got nothing to be ashamed for, is how this message is coming out. But whatever you did in the past is causing a lot of fire, and as a message, as a pivotal point, is what the Page of Wands is telling me. Ooh. So we have the Sun in reverse. So it's like these people, whoever this is to you in your life, that's having this perception of you and this idea of reflection, but they're not fully entertaining it because they're not feeling it the way you're able to decipher and feel it. They're not seeing things clearly about their actions and how they've moved forward. They're not able to see things clearly, and they're looking at you like you are like cutthroat. You're coming here and you're, or maybe they're coming at you cutthroat. Maybe you have somebody who's really angry at how you portray yourself, and they're getting really agitated with you, and they're wanting to come and tell you something about that. They're having these memories of you, and they're reflecting upon you, and you're not the same. You've changed. And I feel like someone wants to come forward and address this. Or maybe this is you. Maybe you've addressed something hard to address in the Eight of Swords. Yeah, they want you bound. Yeah, so this is somebody approaching you. This is future energy. Again, in the message, there was an ex from the past that could potentially be coming towards you to have words with you, to try to gaslight you, manipulate you, to try to create some sort of structure that whatever happened did not happen the way that you had perceived them. And they're coming forward in this Queen of Swords energy. They got something to say. Let me see if there's anything else about the Queen of Swords with this particular deck here. Well, she's all about honesty in this particular deck. So maybe somebody has reflected upon their behavior. Maybe they're actually seeing things. Maybe they're still a little bit conflicted. Regardless, they're trying to come forward to you with the truth of what they know to be true. As this card is all about cutting through distractions and deceit. So maybe they're looking at you like you're deceitful, you're a distraction, and they want to speak openly and honestly with you. They're trying to have this perception that they're open and honest, but I feel like this person isn't being open and honest. They're being open and honest in their understanding of things, but that doesn't mean that that's the truth. That's their opinion of what has occurred. That's what I'm getting from that. And then we have the Eight of Swords energy, which is like essentially trying to keep you bound. This is like they want you to feel restricted. They want you they want you to continue to go in the same cyclic nature that you have always gone through with them. So there's something about the dance that you have with somebody from your past. You used to step with them a different way, and now you've changed and you're not stepping the same way. And they're having a really hard time comprehending this. And they want to get you afflicted in this old energy that they once knew you in, because it makes them more comfortable. This person doesn't want to grow. They don't want to evolve. And they want to press you in whatever the energy is that they have. And they want to come forward with this, maybe this overt type of energy where they look a specific way. But the reality is, it's like they're saying one thing, but they mean another thing. And then we have in the environment a Tower, because they want to bring this to you. They want to see you crumble the way they felt like they have crumbled inside. So this is like intense energies. coming through with this intention of, I feel like what's really going to happen though is they're not going to be able to shake you because you're in your authentic self. You're being your structure of who you are. You've grown, you've evolved, you understand things differently. You don't need to explain that. That's not necessary to explain your how you feel about life, how you are embodying your truth, like how you're stepping. You don't need to explain that to anybody. But I feel like this person believes that you need to see things the way that they see it. And I think they're going to have this, maybe they're going to get this like flash. This is about destruction of old ways. This could be like they're going to have a rude reality in the environment coming at you. Because you're shaking up the core of anybody's belief structure from your past. If anybody's going to come up and challenge you, they could go ahead, but you don't see things the same way as them. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant conversation to be having with you because you're not seeing things that way. So whatever they're hoping to bring to you is actually probably going to rock their world instead, because you're able to see beyond it, move past it, forgive, forget, go on. These people that are coming at you, they are stuck. This is people from like decades ago. This is not like recent. I mean, I was being told COVID energy. Maybe it is. But I feel like this is like in the channels I was getting, this is like people from like a couple decades back, like 20 to 30 years back, that are thinking about you and thinking of you in a certain way. It's like they have you stuck in the structure of when they knew you, and they don't think that you have changed, you have grown, that you've evolved. Maybe because they haven't. That's sad. And this Queen of Swords energy that's coming at you, trying to be, they want to look at you, they want to come across like aggressive. They want to scare you. Maybe in the past you scared this person. This person wants to shake you up. They want to come forward. They want to say something to you. They want to state something to you as fact. And you're going to sit there and you're going to shake them up, and they're going to be in their emotions about it. Because you're going to crumble their structure of what they're believing. Death. It's like whoever you were does not exist anymore, and this person cannot see that. They have you stuck. Maybe you were toxic once. We all were at some point or another, right? I wasn't the best person when I was younger. I mean, my heart was still pure. I stood up for what I believed in, and in my mind, I thought I was being righteous in many ways. But I mean, I know I pissed lots of people off. I know a lot of people didn't like me. And I don't really care about that anymore. I mean, I've moved on. It's not like I'm the same person anymore. And you feel sorry for the experiences that that have occurred in the past that you may have contributed to, and you can move on. But you're not going to sit there and dwindle in that for your entire life. Like, oh, I should have complimented Sally on this, or I shouldn't have been so intense to her that day. She was having a bad day. I mean, you're a 12-year-old, 15-year-old, 20-year-old kid. That's not what you're holding on to. It's like you've evolved. And then we have the we have the Six of Wands here. And the Six of Wands, this is victory, this is standing tall, this is in your acceptance of yourself as a whole. And I think that's pretty much what the energy does feel like. Like, this person is going to see that you are not who they thought you were, and it's going to be very evident. And I mean, if they were to even, death is coming to this, like, it's death to whatever they believe, death to the structure that they're putting out. Like, they're being ran by the devil here. They are like sitting in devil time. They're pissed off. They're stewing in something. Like, you tripped them by accident, or maybe they pissed you off when you were younger and you deliberately, said something to them to create some form of disarray. Irregardless, you were a kid. Anywho, this is the energy. This is the message. This is what I'm getting. I'm going to leave this here, guys. I'm going to figure out, this will have to come up in 2 parts because the video shut off. Anyways, I hope this was helpful. I hope I didn't, I hope I got on to the parts that were necessary for you guys to understand. I hope that you could take this message and grow and evolve with it, or not. Leave it, take it. It's up to you. I'm not forcing you to do nothing. But anywho, this is the message. Thank you for sharing space with me. Until next time, take care. Bye, guys.